DHP.TV, back with another video. Today we don't know what we're doing once again. What are we doing? What we're doing?
Romans. I want you to find out all about Roman soldiers, the Roman Empire, and what the Colosseum is, and then we're going to make our own Colosseum later today. So, did you need to make the notes of this, honey?
I think I know what Colosseum is.
What's the Colosseum?
Where they would ride with the horses.
Yeah, and other things. Yeah, but they did, well, horses and chariots were used in the Colosseum. So you need to find out what the Colosseum was used for, what the Roman Empire was, how big it was, and how long it lasted for.
What?
So find out about the Roman Empire, how big it was, what it lasted for. And I want some interesting facts on Roman soldiers.
Empire, how long, how big?
How big the Roman Empire was and how long it lasted for. And I want you at some point to draw a Roman soldier and list all of his armour and what the different things were. And then where you can find evidence of the Romans in the UK. In fact, Harry, I think once you went on a school trip to the Roman Museum, or was that Dylan? Dylan? Did you go on a school trip to the Roman Museum?
No, it was me.
It was you, was it?
I think we were learning about Romans and then...
That's you should be really good at this.
In year 3, I think we were, yeah.
Yeah, well, you'll be good at this. So, a picture of the Roman soldier listing all of his uniform, his armour and what he has.
Yeah.
About the Colosseum, what it was used for, and information on the Colosseum, and later you're going to make a Colosseum. And I want to know about the Roman Empire itself.
Are we drawing how long, how long?
You do it any way around you want, Pop.
Is that Roman Empire how long, how big?
How big it was, because how far it spread, how long it was, and where there is evidence of the Romans in the UK. And...
What was that?
Doesn't get a phone call on his computer, but it sounds it. And what did the Romans ever do for us? What inventions or things that were Roman that we take for granted and use today? So, what did the Romans do for us?
I know something the Romans did.
Go on.
They fighted the Celts.
Okay. Was that a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad thing?
Why?
Because they, I don't know, all I know is they tried the Celts.
Okay, and the Romans came from Italy, so they came across, didn't they?
They came a long way.
They came a long way to conquer.
Italy.
Yeah, they came a long way to conquer. So find out all that information. You've got loads there. Do it in any order you want, any way around you want. You'll probably find it easier not to be working on the same bit at the same time anyway. So you've got all that, Harry. What have you got? Read it back to me.
The Colosseum use.
Yep.
Roman Empire, how long, how big. Roman soldier. Evidence of Roman in the UK.
Yeah.
What did the Romans do for us to help us?
Yeah, okay. Good?
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah, got it.
Good. Crack on.
Okay, guys, we finished our writing. So, yeah.
Okay, who's going first?
Harry, go first. I go first. You got a lot of... Wow. This is about the Colosseum.
Okay.
It was used for gladiators contests and the people to watch them. Gladiators would volunteer to risk their lives and go to an area and fight to entertain the public. The Colosseum was an area where gladiators would fight lions and entertain the public. The Colosseum could hold up to 50 to 80,000 people. In it, the Colosseum, to build the Colosseum, it took 8 years to build. The reason why the Colosseum is so damaged now is because of the Great Earthquake in 1349. The Colosseum was used for 390 years, and over that time, over 400,000 people died in the Colosseum.
Wow.
People today are saying that they will rebuild the Colosseum. The gladiators themselves were usually slaves, criminals, or prisoners, or war prisoners of war, and they were able to fight for their freedom. Contests would include animals such as bears, rhinos, tigers, elephants, and giraffes. The gladiators would fight. The gladiators fights were banned in 325 CE. If you wanted to build the Colosseum today, it would cost you about 142 million. That's about as much as my painting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The person who owns the Colosseum today is Diego della Valle. People say 100 people would die a day. The Colosseum is 1,950 years old.
Mm.
I'm not sure.
What do they do with all the dead bodies each day?
Feed them to the tigers.
Maybe.
Cattle basket.
Yeah.
Cattle basket. Cooler. Husband. She fed them to the tigers.
She would have been all right back then, wouldn't she?
Hey, she does.
Mm.
She'll do the top 10 ladies.
Didn't they turn them into candles or something?
No, they would turn Christians into candles.
Okay.
Well, one person.
What have you done some stuff in the Colosseum then, Mrs.?
Yeah.
Have you got similar or different?
Different, but
Okay.
it's mixed up with some other work, so I can't really get it.
Okay. Do you want to move on to your next bit then, Bob?
We'll do what they invented. They invented underfloor heating, concrete, and the calendar that our modern calendar is based on. What our modern calendar is based on. Concrete played an important part in Roman building, helping them construct structures like aqueduct and including arches. They invented arches, grid-based cities, sewers and sanitation, roads and highways, and aqueducts.
What's that?
What's ecodetics?
I don't know.
Well, don't write down stuff if you don't know what it is. So you're going to have to find out what ecodetics is. Unless you've written it down wrong or spelled it wrong, because I'm not sure what ecodetics is myself.
Well, it's this basically, aqueduct, and including arches. I think it's some sort of building.
Okay, well, we'll find out then.
Yeah. And Roman numerals and the Julia calendar and concrete.
You said concrete, yeah.
Do it, so fun.
Cool. What else you got?
What's mixed in
This is how big and how long the Roman Empire was. The Roman Empire population was 56.8 million people.
Mm-hmm.
The Roman Empire lasted over 1,000 years old. Or was it longer? I'm not sure. I'm not.
Well, over 1,000 years. So,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. The
long
Romans
time.
started in 27 BC and ended in 476 AD.
Mm-hmm.
The Roman Empire is the longest lasting empire there has ever been. Rome was founded by two brothers and were raised by a she-wolf.
By a
Wolverine?
she-wolf.
Wolverine?
Cool. All
Not
right.
Wolverine.
No, it's not Wolverine. Is it? And what have we got on our Roman soldiers?
I've got this one. So this is his javelin,
Mm-hmm.
his helmet. This is his shoulder plates, body armor, dagger, shield.
Heavy, that shield, wasn't it?
That
Big,
I made the shield. I'm actually very impressed with that.
It's a good drawing.
Sandal,
Yeah.
sword, groin protection.
What's groin protection?
It protects that.
Okay.
So no baddies give him a quick, swift kick in the boots, Poppy.
Wooden tunic.
Cool. I bet was it heavy and sweaty to wear them?
Probably.
And marching all that way.
What are those ear thingy-majiggies? I'm not supposed to be by his ear. I'm supposed to be by his ear, Harry.
Never mind you. Carry on.
Okay. Britain, nearly 2,000 years ago, once changed our country. Even today, evidence of the Romans being here can be seen in ruins of Roman buildings, forts, roads, and baths. Can be found all over Britain. But the Romans invaded other countries too. About 1 million British men may be directly descendants of Romans.
What does descendants mean?
Relatives, as
Relatives,
in
like ancestors.
like their great granddad was like a Roman soldier, or going back even more greats than that. It's a bit like us and the Vikings.
We're not related to the Vikings.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're not.
We're related to Ragnar.
No, you're just saying that because you like Ragnar.
I actually think you need to check this with your Nana Jill, but I actually think with her family history, she has actually traced you back to some Roman Empire. If you want to pause it and run and ask her now, she'll come back and answer.
We just asked Nana. And
Somewhere
she said
in there.
somewhere, she forgot the name, but we're related to some sort of
I
season
think it was an emperor.
from the Roman days.
I think it was an emperor, right?
Yeah, so that's on your Nana's side, and then on my dad's side, you're related to the Vikings.
Wait. No, we're not.
You are!
Really?
No, really, you are. You really are.
Yeah.
Who's like what Viking?
I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Scotius.
That would be a Roman.
Articus Spartacus.
That would be you. You'd be Spartacus Spartacus. Dylan would be Sleepiest Teepius.
Yeah, I would be Bufalus Toothless.
Beautifulest Toothless.
Yeah. Toothless, but
Two.
If you was a Viking, you'd be Harry Scottson.
That would be
Really?
Yeah, because their
We're Scotsman.
surname is their dad's first name with son on the end. If you were a boy, so
Oh,
you
is
would be
that
Harry
how-
Scottson.
Poppy Scottson.
Ragnar, son of Ragnar.
No,
In
we're
that
not
probably he
Ragnar.
said Ragnar Ragnarsson, yeah.
I'm son.
No, we're not
I'm
reading
Rag-
anyway.
I am Ragnar, son of. No, I am Ragnar's son. What did he say?
I don't know, we watch a lot about Vikings. One of them he said, I am Ragnar Ragnarsson, and another one he said, I am Uhtred Uhtredsson.
Oh, I am Uhtred, son of Uhtredson.
Uhtredsson. Destiny is all. Right, carry on with your findings.
Okay.
Shut up, you and
Okay.
me watching.
Poppy's turn, by the way.
Poppy's
Oh,
turn.
sure.
Ooh la la. You wouldn't have been related to a Roman emperor. You would have been related to who's the one that used to bath in milk?
What the heck?
Oh no, she wasn't Roman, was she? Cleopatra. Poppy, she was.
She bathed in
Egyptian.
milk.
Yeah, she bathed in milk. That'd be Poppy. She baths in milk as she could.
Drink it, walk
Yeah.
away.
Okay, just because I drink a lot doesn't mean I don't.
Just crack on.
Okay. They prayed to lots of gods. When people died, they had really weird send-offs. Like they would have a fight when someone died.
Mhm.
And whoever died in that fight, they would do it again and they keep going and keep going. And start for ages. There was lots of Roman gods. I literally don't know.
Mhm.
The Romans lived in Italy. They looked like this with their armour on.
Mhm.
So
Is that just the armour or is it actually them?
yeah, I didn't really bother drawing a face.
Is it just the armour?
It's the armour.
Okay.
So helmet. This is the jackpot.
Javelin.
Javelin.
Javelin. This is like the armour. This is like the chest plate.
Chest plate. Yep.
This is the golden belt around them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This
That's cool.
is the
Sandals.
sandal,
Yeah.
This is the body, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is, and yeah.
Cool.
Where's the shield?
There on the floor in front of me.
Yeah, but she didn't.
And I actually copied that because that's the actual design.
You didn't label it.
Shield.
Where?
Just shush you. You get on with your work. Go on, Poppy.
The Romans are the first to introduce streets and food and various other pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
She found out more than you.
Oh.
The Colosseum.
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 I can't pronounce that name. I have a whole page of that. Okay. The Colosseum. It started in 1720. No, 1720. 72.
Mm-hmm.
72 AD. It was huge. It could seat 50,000 people. It was built by mainly emperors. Emperors kind of helped. You know what I mean? They instructions saying this bit will go there, that bit will go there. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
I think.
But they didn't carry the bricks or anything like that.
No.
They would get slaves to do that.
Go there. Do that.
Do this, do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was finished 8 years later, 80 AD. I don't think that's real though. 80 AD isn't real, is it?
Why not?
80 AD? I don't think it's 1820, things like that. But I don't
It
know.
wouldn't be 1820.
It was 80 AD, it said.
Yeah, that's probably right, sweetie.
It covered 8 acres of land, 620 feet long,
Mm-hmm.
520 feet wide. It took over 1.1 thousand bricks, stone and concrete to build.
Mm-hmm.
Where people sat was up to the Roman lords. The best seat is where is deserved.
Reserved.
Reserved. I thought deserved.
Mm.
Deserved. For the important people,
Yeah.
say, in a church you have the priest. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But that's not something special. Say there's a show coming on and they were on the stage. There's the important people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So it was reserved for important people.
Yeah, I'm on reserve, aren't I? For the okay. It's hi. A bit higher sat the average Romans.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, I don't know if it was at the back or the front.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, sat the slaves and the women.
Women. Yeah.
How is a woman?
Just crack on
Okay.
now.
The best seat was where the emperor sat, of course. It was the emperor that paid a lot of the time for the games, the fighting games.
Mm-hmm.
Like Harry said, the games.
Yeah.
There has been over... Okay, I'm on the next one now.
Yeah.
There has been over 3 Roman emperors.
There definitely has been over 3, yeah.
Yeah, way over 6, I think.
In 1,000 years.
I don't know.
Mm.
Way over 3.
About 50 years each, so there's about
600.
10.
3
don't know.
Roman emperors. They were
More than that.
Roman kings. Their rules were famous because they were the boss and the rules they had to do.
Mm-hmm.
Some emperor's rules would really tread on the people's back, so they'd have to walk on the people's backs, and they would treat them terribly.
Mm-hmm.
I just wrote that. Okay. I got about. Romans invaded Britain 200 years ago and challenged our country. Even today, a Roman emperor challenged one of our
Leaders.
leaders. Right now, right this minute, when they would want to have a battle, they would either discuss it, or they would send each other a letter saying like, "Hey, you, do you want to fight me, yo?" Like that.
Like a text.
Yeah.
But
yeah, on
a
paper.
letter, so it took a long time to get your reply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I think this was. I think this is in Victorian. They would shoot. They would use get a slave. I think it's definitely in Victorian. I think they would get a slave. They would write a note on the back of their head. And they would get a slave, shave all the hair off, write a note on the back of the head, send them off to go to someone, so the hair would grow back, and that person would shave the slave's hair back off, just to receive the letter. I think it's definitely in Victorian. I don't know. I just knew that.
Definitely in Victorian, you don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So guys, update, just come back from my nana. His name is Emperor Flavius Valerius Constantius.
Flavius Valerius Constantius.
Sounds like
His
a
name was
ice cream flavour.
Constantine.
Mhm.
He was the first Christian emperor who made Christianity the religion of Rome.
Mhm.
Eats of very he
Sorry.
trust me, he is a very, very famous. We'll just search him up now and we'll show you how famous he is. So I just looked him up.
And which is him?
Some facts about him. The 6th century Wikipedia.
Search up the family tree. It might come up with Nana's name.
I think it will.
Search up his family tree.
You won't be on there, so shush.
Or it does come on the beautiful poppy.
There's a cat
The smelly Harry. The smelly
cat.
Harry. The beautiful poppy. The
yes.
smelly Harry.
Beautifulus Poppius.
Yeah. Toothless populus.
We need to know his family tree. Wait, let's just look up him, people related to him.
You won't be on there because it's too long ago.
So you just looked up some stuff over that, and if you find out he's actually really famous because he was the first Christian emperor of Rome. So if you look him up, there's loads of information about him, and then maybe just possibly, if you can, you might be able to find us on there.
Yeah, you're
If you can, we would love to see a picture. So just tell us.
Yeah.
So guys,
Who was the best? Egyptians or Romans?
Egyptians.
Romans.
Why do you think Romans, hey?
They invented more things.
Mm-hmm.
They're a
I
lot
think
more
Egyptians.
famous.
Okay. Pop, why do you think Egyptians, sweetie?
I think Egyptians because the Egyptians made the pyramids and Egyptians are obviously way stronger than the Romans.
I think they used elephants to drag them.
What? Sorry?
What the?
I think they used elephants to drag the stones.
Egyptians.
I don't.
So Egyptians are better than Romans now, are they?
I
So are you admitting Poppy's right and you're wrong?
Yeah. Which do you think is better?
Who's better?
Well, Romans lasted longer, I suppose.
Yeah, but because you last longer doesn't mean that it's done.
It does. They're the most.
And they were the most powerful.
They were the
They-
longest and most powerful empire.
Yeah,
In the
but
world.
the Egyptian had the most cutest jewellery.
What?
The Egyptian had the expensive jewellery.
Julie.
Julie's.
Julie.
Jewellery.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're going to have to work that one out yourself and decide.
So guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, turn those notifications on, comment down below if you do another video. Bye!